Hi, welcome to DR Fitness and Nutrition. Today we're going to talk about kissing in the gym. By kissing, I don't mean what some of you are thinking. It means keep it simple, KIS. So what I mean by that is, especially for the new gym members in a gym environment for the first time, the gym can be pretty overwhelming and it can be a little bit intimidating at times. But if you go there, keep things simple with your sets and your reps, you won't go far wrong. So what I mean by keeping it simple with your sets and reps is doing 3 or 4 sets, 10, 12 reps, sort of gauge the weight that you want to use, and do that for a period of time. So it could be minimum of 6 weeks, just so you build your strength. Obviously, over them 6 weeks, once you do start getting used to the gym, used to the movements, then you can bring your weight up a little bit over them 6 weeks before you start adding anything in too technical. The big thing I will say to help with keeping it simple is learn your technique. So just nice and light. Get your technique right. There's plenty of videos on YouTube where you can double check you're doing it right. Obviously, you can look at videoing yourself and then comparing that to what you see on YouTube. You're not comparing yourselves to others, you're just comparing your technique to the professionals. Once you get your technique down, then obviously your confidence will rise. And from there, you can start adding a bit more weight onto the bar or heavy dumbbells or kettlebells or anything like that. So once you've got your technique, your confidence comes, and then you've got your progression. So to keep it simple, those are the 3 things I would focus on. The first one is your technique. If you don't have that right, but you're confident with your weight, and you start putting more weight on, your technique will start to falter as you get heavier. So make sure you absolutely nail your technique. It could be something as simple as the hand placement on the bar, things like just work on things that are comfy for you. And it's a lot easier to do that at a lighter weight, because obviously if you start lifting your 1 rep max and your hands aren't in the right place on a bench, say, you're going to be in a bit of bother and you're more likely to plateau. So your technique is key. So from that, the other big point is just to take your time. If it takes you 6 weeks to get your technique right, get yourself happy, get your confidence up. If it takes 6 weeks for you to progress, that's fine. You're not in a race against anybody else. As long as you go to the gym and you are better than you were last week and you're enjoying it. Also, if you follow those 3 hit tips, I suppose, you reduce the chances of injuries as well, especially when you're starting out, which is it's a killer. So you'll get your confidence, you'll be looking really good, you'll be really happy with yourself, and then you'll find you'll get an injury and it'll knock you back a few weeks. It'll knock your confidence maybe. So like I said, technique will be great for reducing your injuries. With regards to exercises, the most simplest exercises are body weight. So you've got body weight squat, press ups, and you've got things like pull ups. So anything body weight, dips are fantastic. So if you start with those, your 3, 4 sets, 10, 12 reps, you won't go far wrong with that. And then once you've got your technique and you're feeling confident in yourself, you can start to move on to the weights. So your dumbbells, your kettlebells, your barbells, things like that. And then again, you basically starting at that ladder again. So bottom of that ladder again. But you've got the knowledge of doing your body weight exercises. So you can start with just the bar or a nice light dumbbell or a nice like kettlebell. And then once your technique gets right with them, you get your confidence and you'll start progressing. Again, 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. If it takes that long, it takes that long. Some people that I've trained don't really progress massive leaps and bounds in that time. It's just what they're comfortable with, and obviously I don't want to push people too far. I want them to understand what they're doing in the gym. So once you get to a point after say 8 weeks, then you can start thinking about putting a little bit more weight on. The big thing to remember here is you're not looking to jump to 10 kilos on your bench press or anything like that. The 1 kilo plates on either side, that's still a progression. So you'll see a lot of people will be thinking, I can lift this weight pretty easily, and then it'll all come crashing down when they've got an injury or they can't quite lift it, and it knocks the confidence. Instead of taking little steps to get to where you want to get, they're trying to do these giant leaps and they're not doing the work in between. So that's the main things I would say, is get your technique right, look at YouTube, ask your personal trainers. You can even send me the video, things like that. I have a lot of online clients who will send me video. Am I doing this right? Can you just give us a few pointers on that? I'm more than happy to do that to help people out. Once you get your technique right, your confidence will come, and then that's where you can start sort of looking at moving to the bars, progressing with the weights, things like that. And that's it really. You can't really go wrong. But the big thing is simplicity is so important in all of this. I know you'll get some people go to the gym and people will be pushing however much weight above their heads, deadlifting X amount. And like I said, it could be overwhelming. It could be intimidating, especially for newbies. But forget about that, because they started somewhere as well. Never forget that. The bloke in the gym who can lift 300 kilos on the deadlift, he's got a 200 kilo back squat, he can bench whatever, 150 kilos, whatever. He didn't start there. He started at square one. He started with his technique, and then he slowly built it up over time, over so many months, over so many years. And I guarantee you he's plateaued at some point. He's been stuck, he's been frustrated with it, but just stick with it. Stick with these points, stick with your technique, get your confidence, and then you can start progressing. You're not in a race against anybody else, but as long as you're happy and you're better every single time than you were yesterday, that is all that matters. So if you are looking to start the gym, you're not quite sure what to do, I have a 6-week plan that's really simple to follow. It is sort of designed, it's a generic plan that is designed for people who are new to the gym. It is on my Linktree. I will put a link to it below, so you can just click on there and get it from there. I think, again, simple, nice and easy. If you've got any questions, please comment below, like, share this video with your friends, with your family. And until next time, happy training.